Samsung thinks that holes are better than notches. So the leaks, rumors, and pretty much everything I've heard on YouTube is quite what Samsung wanted us to do, right? They wanted a hole in the corner of the display instead of a notch. Yeah, that's completely not a notch. Just don't call it a notch. It's an infinity O display. It's not a notch at all. Okay, it's not a notch. It's very different from a notch. So Samsung, if you're gonna put a huge blob of dead pixels on the side of your phone, think about the app developers. This needs a more in-depth conversation than this basic video, okay? So what Samsung basically wants us to know is that holes are not notches at all. They just have a little bit of pixels around them, which makes them not a notch. We just think that notches are stupid, so we're not gonna put a notch on our phone, but we're gonna put something very, very different. So the leaks, rumors, and everything about the Galaxy S10 are everywhere. So rumors are suggesting that there'll be a small cutout of the camera on the top left or top right corner. Now the funny thing is, if it was on the top right corner, Samsung is just messing up so much here. So we recently launched a video on the Galaxy A8s, which has that Infinity O display, but that phone has the cutout on the left side of the display. And if Samsung would include a cutout on this phone on the right side, I would wish good luck to the developers out there. Now you see, in every device that you would normally use, there's more stuff in the corners of the display than there are in the middle top. So if Samsung would want to optimize their apps in general, their apps, Google apps, all third-party apps for this kind of a design philosophy, it would take some time, right? Now optimizing it for two different phones. So the Galaxy A8s has it on the left side. So you're gonna have to optimize that left side to do something else than a back button or a menu button like many Android apps do have. But if you're gonna keep it on the right side, there's something like, on all Google apps, there's an account button over there, so you can switch your accounts and stuff. That's gonna have to move somewhere else. This basically makes it a hassle for all app developers to optimize their apps for this new kind of design trend. And honestly though, I don't even think that Samsung is gonna optimize their own apps for their own operating system or what they will be their own Infinity O display is. So if you're gonna do a camera hole, Samsung, think of putting it more in the middle, okay? It's gonna make it way easier for app developers, because every Android phone out there has a notch, some state at least, like a water drop notch, and there's different type of notches. So okay notches, ugly notches, clean notches, and if Android is already okayly optimized for such notches, if you put a small camera hole in the middle, that wouldn't be a problem at all, no problem there. But if you're gonna put it on the corners and be the most arrogant company on Google has ever seen, that is going to be a worse story for Samsung here. Samsung users are going to face problems with third-party apps not complying to the proper dimensions of the Samsung Galaxy S10, because there's also rumored that the aspect ratio of the whole phone is going to be different, and it's not going to be a 16:2 or an 8:2 or 19:9. It's going to be a completely different aspect ratio, and I'm interested to see what that is. But for now though, the camera hold thing is a little all over the place. Now definitely Samsung, please go ahead and make your Infinity O display notch thing. No one's stopping you. You are going to have to start some sort of trend, right? Someone's got to start something new. And I'm not denying that it's a good idea to put something like a hole or something, but why put it on the corner? Put it in the middle. It's going to be easier for current state users, because Android is clearly not as well optimized as iOS in general, notches, because of course there's so many Android devices and it's hard to optimize for all of those devices, where iOS just has a few devices and you just need to update the app for just that particular device. But Android runs on millions and millions of devices, and that is going to make it really hard for app developers to optimize it for each and every Samsung smartphone or each and every Android smartphone coming out. So they're going to have to optimize for these and Galaxy S10 for the menu button not to be on the right side, and it's going to be on some other side or move down a little bit. I don't know what they're going to do with this situation here. Samsung, I'm just telling you, just put it in the middle, okay? No one's gonna tell anything. Now, the reason why I would see them putting it on the corners of the middle, because that would look dangerously close to a notch. And considering how much I've mocked Apple for adopting the notch in the new iPhone 10 and the coming models, I don't think they really want the headphone jack situation to be repeated here in these new models that they are releasing soon in this year. I don't know, just 2018 has been amazing. 2019 is just here, and yeah, pretty excited to see what Samsung's gonna do here. At the same time, I'm a little skeptical about the little camera hole thing that they have over here. Now, there's not really any evidence on the folding device coming soon. I don't know what state that is in, because they did launch a proper developer conference, stating the folding displays. But that is an innovation, and I'm not denying that is a really cool technique. And if they could perfect it, not perfect it, but they could at least try to do something with it, that would be a complete game changer. So I'm really looking for that, looking forward to that release by Samsung. But this camera whole thing is a little, doubtful to me, because I don't know how Android is going. There's so many apps on the Play Store that I don't even know if this app developers will be able to optimize it for every single app developer will be able to optimize it for the new devices that Samsung is releasing in this year. So yeah. Anyways guys, that was a video on why I am a little skeptical about this whole Infinity O display thing that Samsung is going on. Now it's definitely confirmed that it's going to have one, because the Galaxy A8 has also came with one. It was just released last year, a few months ago. So yeah, I'm pretty much very confident that Samsung will have something like that, and I hope they have some sort of thing, software thing they could build in to their own OS. I don't know how we're going to take this, but I'm a little skeptical though. Anyways guys, this is Yakov Sheep here, and I'll see you all in the next one.